Once upon a time, a poor miller died, leaving his three sons only a mill, a donkey, and a cat. The eldest received the mill, the middle son the donkey, and the youngest, quite disheartened, inherited merely the cat. He despaired, wondering how a simple cat could ever help him. But this was no ordinary feline. The cat, with a twinkle in its eye, spoke to its new master. It requested only a pair of boots and a sack, promising to make his fortune. Though skeptical, the young man agreed, for what more could he lose? With his new boots and sack, Puss set off. He caught a rabbit and presented it to the king, claiming it was a gift from his master, the Marquis of Carabas. The king was pleased by such a generous offering. Puss continued this clever ruse for many months. He brought various game to the king, always attributing them to the fictitious marquis. The king grew increasingly curious about this noble benefactor. One day, Puss learned the king and his beautiful daughter would be passing by the river. He instructed his master to bathe there. As the royal carriage approached, Puss cried out that robbers had stolen his master's clothes. The king, recognizing the name Marquis of Carabas, immediately sent his servants with fine garments. Dressed in splendid attire, the miller's son looked every inch a nobleman. The king invited him to ride in the carriage, and the princess was instantly smitten. As they journeyed, Puss ran ahead. He encountered farmers and commanded them to tell the king that their lands belonged to the Marquis of Carabas. Fearing the clever cat, they obeyed. Next, Puss arrived at a magnificent castle, home to a fearsome ogre. Puss challenged the ogre, praising his power to transform. The ogre, flattered, turned into a lion, then a mouse. Quick as a flash, Puss devoured the tiny creature. When the king's carriage arrived, Puss welcomed them to the castle of the Marquis of Carabas. The king was astonished by such wealth and grandeur. He was convinced the Marquis was a truly magnificent match for his daughter. Soon after, the miller's son married the princess. He became a prince, living a life of luxury and happiness. And Puss, the clever cat, lived out his days in comfort, never needing to hunt for mice again.